Hey everybody, Eric here from Around Tuit RC, and I had a lot of people ask me about my FPV setup on my Blade 200 QX after watching my video where I flew around at a park here a few months ago. And I'm going to show you the setup now, give you a quick overview of it, and let you know where I got it from. Now first, I'm using a pair of FatShark goggles right there. That's the Dominator series. And I'm using an upgraded antenna from Immersion RC right there. It gets better reception than the stock antenna that comes with the goggles themselves. And that's the standard FatShark battery to power the goggles. Now you can purchase other goggles, whatever your personal preference is. I've been using these for a few years with some other equipment first, and then upgraded it to the 5.8 gigahertz setup because I actually bought these without the receiver first and was using them with the 900 megahertz system. But now I'm using them with the FPV setup here on the Blade 200 QX. Now, for the setup itself, you can get it from readymaderc.com. It's called the Pico FPV Combo 5.8 gigahertz. It's currently selling for $109.99, and if you look on the website, they are actually showing my video of my FPV flight with it. Pretty cool. Thanks out there to the guys at Ready Made RC that did that. Okay, now there's a couple of different choices for antennas and cameras, and you can find all that when you go to the website, and I'll be providing that link in the video notes so you can go right to it. Now, for the camera itself, how I mounted it, I cut a small piece of wood out, made it square, just a little bit bigger than the camera, and used hot glue to mount it to the 200 QX. And then I also used a dab of hot glue on the camera itself to attach it to that piece of wood. See, so it's right in the center of the quad, and I can see exactly where it's going. And since it's put on with hot glue, I can take it off anytime that I want to. Alright, now let's flip it over and look at where I located, or where I put the transmitter. Now this is the 25 milliwatt transmitter. It is 5.8 gigahertz, compatible with the FatShark system. Again, my personal preference. I didn't want to go with too strong a power, and you know, you'll have a lot of people debate that in the forums. I use this one so as to not interfere with the signal on the quad itself, and I've flown many times within a few hundred feet of myself and not had any problems. Now that is the upgraded antenna right there. That's the cloverleaf antenna, and if you can see, I've got a piece of fishing line tied from the antenna to the leg of the quad. Well, the reason for that is because the antenna just snaps onto the back of the transmitter, and I'm thinking that in case of a tumble, maybe I land in a tree or a bush, this could probably pop off. So I want to keep that close by. Now, I simply attached the transmitter to the quad with some Velcro. I made my own little base right there for it to go on, so I can take it off anytime I want to. Now for the camera, that's the stock camera recommended by Horizon Hobby. It's an ESC-721 HD camera. You can remotely control it from your transmitter if you want to, or not, and it records HD video. Wouldn't say it's the greatest video, but it's not bad for the price of this camera and what you get with it. And the other plus was it was also, the quad was also made to fit this camera without any modifications. I just screwed it right on with no problem. Now I've had some good flights and good video with this camera, and I've had some bad video. You're just going to have to work it out for yourself. Now as far as the power goes, you can power this with a battery if you want to. I decided to come off the battery pack powering the quad, and you can see that's where the line goes in right there. And let me take the bottom off. This is where it gets a little messy on the inside. It's going to be a little bit difficult to see, but basically what I did, I skinned the plastic coating back on the power leads that go to your battery that would power the quad, and soldered in the connections for the power to the transmitter itself. And I can always take that off and tuck the wire in and hide it and fly this without anything on it, and it'll still look pretty normal except for the hole right there. Now, I've had pretty good luck with this setup, flying with it. I think you will too. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, be sure to put them in the comment sections below, and I'll try and answer them. And that's about it for the setup for the Blade 200QX, the FPV setup. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later on the tube.